Hello everyone and welcome to the news. Today's news is filled with probably everything Titanfall related. And I still haven't played the game. I still really want to play it, but I don't have a Xbox One or a PS4, or I don't know if it's for PS4. And my computer can't really handle the graphics, so I have to wait until it comes out for 360. And so to start with, Titanfall has been out for about, what, 2 weeks now? And there's already apparently a bunch of cheaters. There's a bunch of websites online that are offering a bunch of people hacks. Like, they're offering people aimbots, wall hacks, and like ultra sensory smahanahas. And luckily Respawn Entertainment, they're in charge of Titanfall and everything, they're really cool about it, and they're saying that they're really focusing on getting these hackers. They're looking for people that aren't playing against, with the rules, and they're just kicking them out immediately. And they're really dedicated to their game. And this leads to the next bit. There's gonna be no Titanfall sold in South Africa because during the beta, their network and everything was just kind of failing, and they wasn't getting as much great reception and just great gameplay as they hoped. And it was okay, but it just wasn't what they wanted. They want their game to be perfect, you know, literally perfect. So they announced that unfortunately in South Africa, Titanfall will not be sold, and people will probably have to like order it from some other country maybe, or maybe they just can't play it at all. All I know is that they can't sell it, and it really sucks. Also, they have been hinting at releasing really quickly a new DLC. Not DLC, just, yeah, I guess DLC. And start releasing new Titans. They had originally only released the Atlas Titan because they really wanted to see how well that one single Titan fitted. And people are really loving it, and they really want more. So awesomely enough, they are, you know, releasing more Titans soon, and apparently more maps, and that include monsters and different things that weren't originally going to be included in the game, but only in the art book. So that's really kind of cool to be releasing stuff like that a lot of people don't know about unless somehow you got your hands on the art book or something like that. So that's a really cool thing for them to do. Next up is some new, I guess, Watchdogs details. It's on their multiplayer. They were talking about how something really cool, well, I think it's really cool, is that for their multiplayer is that you're going to be able to join other people's worlds while they're playing. And what you have to do is kind of sneak up to wherever they are, plant a virus on their phone, and get out without them knowing. And like, I think that's really cool, like to be able to just literally, you have no idea who that person's gonna be, and to be able to do that and then get away without getting caught, I think that's really cool. And that's a really original idea, because I feel like it's really hard to, especially with all the multiplayers, like just like Call of Duty and Battlefield and all them do, is that especially with multiplayer, you have to release a multiplayer like aspect that's going to be different from everybody else, that's really going to bring people in. And this is really original, and I think it's really cool and a great idea, and I can't wait to see it in action personally. And also next, I had no idea, but apparently Infamous, you know, the awesome PS3, PS4 now series was originally supposed to be like Animal Crossing. I mean, Chris Zimmerman, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's from Sucker Punch Productions. They're really awesome. They've done a great job with Infamous. He said that the original idea for Infamous was that it was a kind of Animal Crossing, but you were a superhero. And he said that they worked on that for like a year, and then they just kind of got this idea of Infamous, I don't know how, and then it became what it is now. I mean, apparently pictures from the original game were of like purple balloon stealing gorillas. It's like, it's such a random thing, and then it became this one of their biggest selling franchises for Sony or whatever. And it's just, I don't know, it's hilarious, and I had no idea about that. Next, Valve has been releasing their new version of their Steam controller, which is really cool. And they ditched the, I don't know if you guys saw it, like when they announced it, I don't remember how long ago. It had a touchpad in the middle and control buttons in the middle, and it had like two weird analog stick thingies on the side. I don't know, but they ditched that. They took away the touchpad, and now they still have this analog sticks on the sides, and they have 2 sets of diamond buttons. It's kind of like traditional controllers. They have the A, B, X, Y, if I remember, and the arrow buttons, and they should be, I don't know if they've released it officially yet, or they're going to this week, but it looks really cool, and it just, I don't know, it looks really promising. I saw some gameplay that they were using the controller with, and it looks really cool, and it's like, you know, I like it, and I've never really used a controller for, like, you know, PC gameplay, so I think it's really a really cool step to go to, and I'm really excited, and hopefully it doesn't cost too much. An anonymous source says that Mirror's Edge 2, I really loved the first one, and I'm really genuinely upset and surprised that it didn't, you know, they didn't really focus on making a sequel, because everybody loved it, you know? I think it was like 2008, and an anonymous source says that it might be coming out in 2016, you know? I wish it was sooner, but I remember in E3 they showed gameplay, a video that not a lot of people know, and apparently it was gameplay for Mirror's Edge 2, and they're saying that they're really focusing, it might be more of like a reboot, I guess, and it's going to be on an open world just like the first one, or I don't remember if the first one was really an open world, and it's going to be more fluid, it's not going to be the same like one button shoot and go kind of thing. It's going to be the same protagonist, the same enemies and everything, and there's going to be a section where you can drop in and drop out like multiplayer and like interact with people, which is really cool. It's kind of like what they did with Journey. I don't know if any of you really ever played that, but that's going to be really cool, and I'm really excited. And EA hasn't commented apparently, because, you know, they're not going to be, if it's an anonymous source, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, they're right, because then they're going to be forced to, you know, unveil it and everything, even though they did show gameplay at E3. I mean, it was so obvious that it was Mirror's Edge. So hopefully it's going to be really cool. They want to focus more on, I don't know, more of like a racer type of game, more than like combat. So that should be really cool, and I'm excited for that. And if you haven't played the original Mirror's Edge, then I really do, like, personally say that you should go try that out. This next bit broke my heart. The Witcher 3 has been delayed. Oh god, it sucks so much. I mean, I love the first 2 so much. It's just, they were so amazing. And the third one was supposed to come out for towards the end of the year, yeah. I think it was like November or December. Apparently their studio says that they're not going to release it until about February, because they feel like even though they could release a good game at the end of this year, they'd rather wait a few months and release a great game. And personally, I'm not that upset about it, because I would rather them, you know, release an absolutely epic, amazing game, even if we have to wait a little bit more. And I actually trust them more with that. I trust them more to, you know, do that than other companies. Like, I remember, I think they delayed Mass Effect 3, and that still didn't help because of the ending. They delayed, what was it, Ghost Recon Future Soldier for like 6 months. And that still didn't end up, I didn't really play it, but they said it didn't really end up being that great, you know? And it didn't get as much attention as they wanted. And the studio says that a project this vast, and I quote, a project this vast and complex would inevitably require special care in its final stages, manual fine-tuning of many details through thorough testing time and time again. I am not disappointed in this. I'm glad that they're really, really dedicating themselves to this game, and I really do think it's going to be an amazing, amazing game. Raymond Cox is a famous, I'm not sure if he's a YouTuber or something, but he reached 1 million gamer score the other day. He was live streaming Titanfall beta, and he got an achievement during the live stream where he reached exactly, I think it's kind of cool it wasn't over it, he reached exactly 1 million gamer score. He's been working ever since the Xbox 360 came out in 2005, so I think this is amazing, amazing. He got it while playing on the Xbox One, so I'm really proud of that I mean, that's just so cool. I barely have like what 10,000 something. So that's not even close, man. I thought I was a sort of achievement hunter. No, that guy's the boss. I mean, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records, and that's just epic, man. Good job. And next up, I don't know if this is the last bit and a bit of sour news. A League of Legends player tried to commit suicide. He was part of a very famous Korean, like, really awesome team, and apparently their coach was getting money and buying all their stuff, their house and everything, their gaming house, out of match fixings, money that he was making from like fixings and everything from matches. And he was so upset, and he just didn't feel, I mean, he tried to commit suicide. I think he jumped off like a 13-story building, and he landed on a recycle bin that broke his fall, but broke his bones, and I think he's in a coma. My condolences to him. I don't think that's at all fair for him. If you think that you feel like committing suicide because you call the hotline, you'd be surprised. Tell somebody. You'd be surprised how many people actually care about you, you know? And I just absolutely hate that, and it really I'm just really disappointed. And I'm sorry. And the last bit of news is that Telltale Games, you know, they are in charge of The Walking Dead and the Wolf. I don't even remember what the heck it was called. The other Wolf one. They are working with Tales from the Borderlands. New Tales from the Borderlands. It's their version of the point and click, you know, whatever, the story driven games that they release, like The Walking Dead and everything. They're really cool. I love The Walking Dead. I've been playing The Walking Dead recently, but they're working on New Tales from the Borderlands. Apparently it's supposed to take place after Borderlands 2, and it's going to have familiar faces, but you're going to be just new, I'm not sure, just new faces. You're gonna be new people, and it's really cool because you never really play what actually happens, you know, after all that, and it's really cool. And but the weird thing is that they're saying it's not what actually happens after Borderlands 2, but it is. I don't know. I'm excited. It's gonna be really great. They haven't really released a release date, and I'm really excited. And before I forget, this is officially the last bit of news, is Titanfall. I'm going to go back to Titanfall. They are working on a live action collaboration, whether it's going to be a series or it's going to be, you know, just a mini movie. They're going to work with the same people that did Operation Kingfish. It was like the Modern Warfare 3 live action short. They say that Respawn says that Titanfall, and I quote, Titanfall is set in a rich near future universe with visceral epic battles with pilots and their Titan companions. We wanted to partner with Playfight, who has a history of delivering movies that meld gameplay, live action, and stellar CG into truly entertaining media for Titanfall. I'm really excited for that. I bet it's going to be awesome. The CG is going to be great because of, you know, the Titans and everything. So I'm really glad. Thank you for joining me so much. I'm sorry for not releasing this news bit sooner, and thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me some feedback of what you want to see. I would be more than grateful to give it to you as best as I can. I can't wait to see you guys next time.